In this quick video guide, I will show you how you can install a free, easy and fast VPN in your computer without downloading anything and without using any VPN software that you have to pay, download, install, and all that stuff. So what you just need is Opera browser. If you don't have Opera browser, you can search for that. Let me show you, for example, if I open Edge here, I am on Windows, but I can open also Google Chrome or any other browser, and I can search for Opera browser. And I can go here in the results, I can click and download and install this browser. There you go. So once you do that, or perhaps you have already installed it because it's a pretty famous browser, you can activate your VPN. So what is a VPN? First of all, for those who don't know, well, it's a virtual private network. This means that you can create a private network inside a public network, which is the internet. So basically, when you go into internet, everything, all your information can be attacked, can be monitored, and they know when, for example, you access a website, your state where you are, or your nation, or where your exact location in the world. They know your IP. They know a bunch of stuff that you probably don't want others to know. So basically, a virtual private network is something that will protect you from sharing or leaking this information around. And if you go here, you can also go to the Wikipedia website. There are a lot of explanation, a lot of graphics that will show you what a VPN is. So basically, this red line it's a tunnel which is created by the VPN. So when you are inside this tunnel, even if you are in a public network, it's like you are in a private network. This is why it's called virtual, because it's not actually private, but it's inside the public one, but it's still private. So you can hide the information when they do all this travel to the web service that you need. Now, two considerations. So the first one is that this graphic is not really correct, because when you are using a VPN, let's say this is your computer, now your signal, your package of information doesn't go all the way through and to the server that you want to use. A server could be like Facebook or YouTube or whatever website on the web. But instead, it goes into another place, which could be in Iceland, or could be in USA, could be in China, could be in Australia, wherever. And from there, it will go to the web service. So basically, what the server receives, what the web service receives, it's fictional information. Let's say a fake IP, temporary IP, which is not yours. It's not coming from your computer, and they will just receive this information which will not tell anything about you, not your location or whatever. So this is useful when you have to work around and see a website that is not permitted in your country. You can just like avoid this block by using a VPN. And this is pretty useful in many countries. Also, if you have to send information from a secure to a secure server, from a secure server, you can use this to, again, protect yourself by hackers or companies or wherever they want to get into your personal data or your business data or whatever. So it's a form of privacy and security which is already added to the normal security into the web. So the secure website are those who use this lock right here. So every time you see this lock, you can check here and it will tell you that the connection is protected. Even if you are not using a VPN, you just have to check if when you are going into a website, if there is an S after HTTP. So this means that the communication with this website here, it's protected, it's encrypted, and no one can see anything and no one can get inside in this red line, for example. So it will not, it will protect your communication. So another consideration is, okay, what when my personal, my connection is established with the website. So for example, if you go into Facebook or if you go into Google, even though you have protected all your status all the way, when you are going into a website and you start inserting your preferences, you are start to doing researches, you insert your name, your surname, your bank account or whatever, all these data, they will be protected eventually and hopefully by the server. So even though you used a VPN, whatever you do in that website, in that service, they can do whatever they want with that. So every time they tell you, no, we will take this information and protect them, and we will not share it with anyone. But usually it's not like that. They will send this information about your preferences, about your customs to maybe companies that want to sell products, and they will a more effective marketing campaign because they base their marketing strategies and all of that based on the behaviors and on your preferences and on millions of users' preferences. Okay, so sorry for the long explanation. I think you should see a nice movie called Social Dilemma. You will find it on Netflix, which is also another form of service that will use probably your preferences as well. But it's really nice because it tells you a lot of stuff about Facebook and Google and so on. So basically, this was a little bit of theory. Well, the practice, it's pretty easy. You can see there are many VPN on the web. Some of them are free, and you can try some of these free VPNs. Some of them are you have to pay for that, and I don't know if it's nice to pay for this service because then they will have your bank account or other information about you. So I think one of the best is probably Opera VPN because it's integrated into the browser. You can use it and you can use this browser to protect your searches and your preferences wherever. Also consider that when you use a VPN, well, actually you are not giving like information to, let's say, the internet, or you are not leaking information around. You are not giving information to anyone, but you are still giving information to the VPN itself. So the VPN will have your data. Again, they will tell you, no, we will not keep your data. We don't care. We don't want to use the information about you, personal data, and so on. But this is just what they are telling you. We can never be sure about that. So again, when you use also a VPN, be careful what you do. And there are also some more advanced forms of VPN, but you should investigate on that if you are interested. So this is already going too long. So it's pretty easy to activate a VPN when you have installed Opera. You just go here into the settings right here on the top right of your screen, and you go down into the privacy and security. I'm sorry this is in Italian, but I think it's pretty simple that you can understand. So privacy and security and VPN, there it is. So if I click here on the settings, so I will activate here the VPN, and there you go. So I can just activate it from here. Once it's activated, you can check this signal, this little icon right here on the top. This means that it's activated. You can turn it off and on wherever you want. And also you have other settings here that you can figure out by yourself. It's pretty easy to understand this. So now it's activated. If I close the settings, you can see it's on. If I want to turn it off, I can click here, turn it off. Now be careful because when it's on and you attempt to connect to, for example, your I don't know, some account that you use with your IP and with your name and password, they would probably tell you to demonstrate that you are that person, just because you are using not your usual IP. So this is a fake, let's say, IP. It's like a fake ID given by the VPN that it's like, I don't know, someone who gives you their identity card to go and buy liquor into a shop, for example. This is a really awful example, but it makes sense. So it will give you a fake ID, and with this you will enter the shop and do whatever you want. And then you can, when the guy exits the shop and give you the liquor, and this is what the VPN is doing, metaphorically. But again, that person there, can he be trusted or not? We don't know. So be careful about that. So you can change the position of your virtual network. For example, I have here optimal position, and this is probably really near to me, because this will not slow down too much my connection to the web or to the internet. So my download, my upload, my ping will not be affected too much. But if I change this into, for example, another continent, for example, USA, then this will be much more slower. But again, maybe with this I can avoid a block or something like that. So for example, I am in China, I want to see YouTube. I have to say, no, I am in Europe. Don't worry, I can see YouTube. So basically, this is really the basic facts about VPN. If you want to know more, just browse through the web. You will find really a lot of information about this. So make your tests here with different servers. Also, you can do a very quick speed test of your connection if you think it's affecting too much your internet download and upload. Here you can check it with or without the VPN. And also, it's another nice thing to know is that you can do also a leak test on your VPN with many websites. So some of those are actually coming from another VPN, so they will probably be a little bit biased, but there are many out there, so you can use one or another. And yes, this is telling me where my signal is coming from. And I'm in Italy right now, but it says I'm in Ukraine. So this is all for this video, guys. You can continue by yourself. You will find all the information that you need. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you want to leave a little contribution, you can go to the community page and use this PayPal link to send what you think is right, if it makes you feel better. And you can also check the store if you want. And that's it. See you in the next video.